trees are green and overhanging, where the light free and everlasting.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But the reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
All right.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
His face is red from the cold sea air. He crouches to catch his breath.
Bummer it wasn't in here.
You getting tired?
One more time, I must stress that I did not expect a cryptozoological monstrosity to be in this trap.
Say nothing. Just put it.
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain. It's just...
Okay. So that was the one west of the building, or the one that... No, he just set up. What about the one they said west of Feld? I'm not sure. Is there a path there?
No, probably not.
Oh yes, that payphone booth.
That fucking phone.
Oh. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer?
No pass.
It did say west, right? So the building is up north. And right now we're going east.
South.
Oh. What was that? Shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. Yeah. I would go back to that previous area, maybe.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
What does that remind you of? You can't escape it, Wooly. Who are these people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
Whoa.
That was a motor carriage that just went by.
What about the road?
craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
A dead dog.
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
That's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
This is the road.
I guess we never did approach the western limits.
Time to Hallwug.
Yeah. As far west as possible and then south. It doesn't, although we kind of like, yeah, we made it through that area already, so.
Yeah, maybe yeah, go back near the Feld building.
There was that second wall that we also never looked at again. Let me just hustle this
So
way.
yeah, if this is a building, if you go through that area.
There we go. Right, I forgot about this corner.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust, no phasmid either, but still.
It's empty.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap.
What if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Yeah, it probably wasn't the phasmid, but still, Morel needs to know.
You're right. But still need to tell the cryptozoologist about this.
You're right, this crypto research has been stupid.
Okay, but after that we get back to our own assignments. We've done a thorough survey of the coast now. Just running around is no longer useful.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the Feld building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you ask the wind again?
Nice.
Wonderful.
Very nice. There we go. This is the wall.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Not bad. Can we buff the VC?
I think that was the only thing.
Ready to roll.
Let me just double check actually.
Oh, yeah, you could equip that jacket actually.
Okay, no. I'm dumb for thinking it was just the glasses.
Yeah, we got a lot of logic and drama. BC minus. You know that wall has a story to tell. Oh boy. Alright. Deep breath.
Scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall. Reaching a row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Yep. Look at the people
A
against the
host
wall.
of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Leeches, fleas, and thieves, all the freeloader scum living off the hard work of others. Such is your belief. Maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming.
Yeah, why is EDC taking the lead on this?
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Yeah, EDC is like siding with the rifleman or something.
Look at the person standing to the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Okay, so the question I posed is literally unanswered.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
The lieutenant nods.
Or maybe
What about the people from the coalition, the so-called moralists?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
a cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
God, this game is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Here's why you need that scene. Because no matter which of these stupid ideologies you subscribe to, make sure that you understand that you subscribe to it to the end result.
Yeah.
Not the convenient beginning of where you think, well, freedom, yay, or pride and nationhood, yay, or equality, yay,
To which extent
or
are
even
you
extreme
willing to go?
empathy, yay, right? To the degree that you follow through, it sounds nice at the beginning, but take it to its extreme and utter final conclusion and make sure you're okay with that.
Are you willing to go there?
Are you going to put people on the wall?
Yeah.
And are you willing to then be put against the wall?
Crazy I could be either of these groups. Almost interchangeable. Could the instigator be inside?
Of those choices, personally, I choose empathy.
You're a trying man. You're trying.
Just make sure you understand, like, the ends, you know? Don't ever lose sight of it. The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. The artillery broke in. You know, I was listening to an interesting discussion with someone who subscribes to in the ultra liberal category, I suppose, in modern day, and it's one thing to be like, yeah, deregulate, take all the rules away, just leave everything out in the open, right? And then it's like, okay, that sounds really cool, but what happens in situations like literally like what happened the other day in when the building collapsed in Miami? Right, and it's like when you don't. It's like when you deregulate, you have no one to investigate and make sure that buildings are going to be structurally sound.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that idea, right? And then it gets pushed to the point. The conversation gets pushed to the point where the guy's like, eventually has to go. Okay, well, the inspectors came and told them that this building was not safe, but the people who were living there, even though the building was marked unsafe, they made an informed decision, and the risk was on them to live in this building where the thing was marked unsafe. Oh, and also any children or visitors that happen to walk into that building,
They should have known better.
yeah, so it's up to you to have every building you walk into be something that you know has been inspected and checked, and or maybe your insane worldview is one where you kind of need people to be regulated in this way, because if you have them doing their own, pushing their own agendas to the end, they're just going to try to be like, no, it costs too much money, fuck that, right? Which is exactly what happened there. They were told about the dangers and they didn't do anything, and then the building fucking collapsed. But the beginning of the guy's argument was freedom. Freedom's good. Deregulate. Fuck the government like stepping in and telling me what to do. And then the end result of when pushed to it was, it's their fault for being in the building when it collapsed.
That's nonsense. That's
You know what I mean? So that's why you have to take it to the ends, because the beginning is very appealing, but if you don't follow it all the way through, you're a clown.
yeah.
Put the fucking nose on. You know?
Yeah, look further than your own 2 feet.
Unbelievable levels of just dissonance.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Did you still want to look at the sniper shot locations? Or
I don't know if they're available to us anymore, you know?
Thursday? Because we only look at Land's End. right?
Okay, you're right. Yes, we can. I missed the check, the task. Let's do that real quick then.
There's that, there's the church, and there's Morel.
There's the church, there's morale, and then there's karaoke. Now, if we want to go have a big old scab battle before singing karaoke, that sounds fun. Or we can do it in the other way around.
I'm just hoping we can get around to doing all these things. I have no idea what to expect with the time frame.
The scab leader, it sounds pretty fucking big deal confrontation. So I would almost think to save it, but maybe not. Long way down to your death from here, 20 meters at least. Alright, so where would the perch be? somewhere along this boardwalk is the potential location of where the shot was taken. And we never were able to get past these or these. Let's take a look at what it says to see if we can zoom in on it. The boardwalk for bullet traces. Okay. And then the island for bullet traces.
Apparently it's a tricky one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hold my highlight button.
Yeah, Universe is saying that it's either very specific or it's not the time yet. At which point I'm like, how is it not the time? A lot of people did not find it.
Interesting, okay. If it's a very small prompt, then that's one thing, but I'd be surprised if it gave us a task that we couldn't do and then didn't tell us, hey, maybe you can't do this yet. It was nice enough with the other tasks.
Really weird.
Oh. No.
Oh, okay, that was holes or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Nothing here. So maybe we are, maybe we're not gonna have that opportunity? These glasses will help? Will they? If anything, perception would be what we needed. We have perception at 6. Visual
I
calculus.
guess folks are saying that we won't miss it and not worry about it for now.
Okay, well then we can't
move on to
we can't do that
something else.
task. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other location was it literally said the island, right?
Oh, that's vague.
That is a little vague. Yes.
All right, let's go back. Oh yeah.
Let's get dressed, shall we?
Oh yeah, how you gonna look?
Well defended. Yes, scab. Yes, scab. Yes, scab. Yes, scab. I'm liking the armor underneath our fancy jacket, sword in hand. Maybe we can put the clipboard away. To get those authority points back.
Authority 6. Half-Light 2. Suggestion 4.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh boy. Right up to him.
Yeah. Though again, full honesty, I would have saved this type of boss-like confrontation in my brain for after the things like church and singing, you know?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Okay.
Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
You also are Titus Hardy. Doing your best to throw it a little bit different from your normal talking voice.
It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Hell no, I'm just an honest scab. That didn't sound too convincing.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking loincloth.
For a second.
Now that's interesting. Because I was wondering if that term was used for, like, just straight up, like, oh, the unwashed masses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's, like, being used in a modern context as well. And it totally is. Wow.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Should we go straight to the photo? Now let's push it with this. Is a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking bug.
He breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open.
You hear a tiny rattle, a small radio, cracking somewhere. An earpiece. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The lieutenant says, his voice a soothing calm. He looks at you.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
Sorry, Kim. I think you might be able to help me with decipher some of these tattoos.
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
Inland. They were on the body of the man who was hanging behind the cafeteria there. Give him the photo.
It was on your colonel. Give him a photo.
We're investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body. Give him the photo.
Of course, yes. Forget about it. Let's discuss something else. Cancel task.
It was on your colonel.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone. But beneath it,
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
We know what loincloths means. But sure, let's get what we can out of it.
Yeah.
he's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind them.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Lighting changed.
Don't interrupt him.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
His voice gets strangely quiet. A long, long way from right to work, his gaze pierces the paper.
It sounds pretty distant. Like it's almost like it's not plugged in. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
alright.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe They were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted, expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless, odorless. It's
Evil.
You bet it was.
What is evil?
It's just nature. This guy, he used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place.
You were there?
No, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer.
You're not really a scab leader, are you?
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But
he's under orders, and orders are orders.
You can have that.
Wonderful needed for the other person. I'm taking it back.
go ahead.
All right, now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Screw this guy.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for laying it out.
That's the best he could come up with for a story.
It's real simple. When the time comes, there's no conversation to have.
Yep.
You just click the button.
Yeah.
There's no conversation. It's very, very simplifying. Alrighty. So,
Yeah.
that's a real nice and easy sorting device, you know? We got a point to spend here. Let's hold it for a second.
Saved. Man. I hope there's karma for that guy.
Dude, it's of
Yeah.
course, like, it's
Yeah.
real simple. You don't set that
As
up.
soon as you have a
You don't put
chance.
those bowling pins down on the aisle to not knock him down, but
Yeah.
it's just there's no conversation with the bowling pin. Like, you don't have to have any feelings about that whatsoever. You just click the button. The last trap was empty. Let's tell him about the trap.
Yeah, while we're here.
Nice and simple.
So Morel is back with Lena. Hey, reunited. There's something good.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, man.
Truly epic long distance track.
I was just on my way while I was working the case.
Basically a cryptozoologist now.
I knew it.
You hear Kim say quietly to himself.
I'm not surprised. It's already getting out of hand.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
She hands you a ribbon tie held together by a silver bird skull.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Thank you.
Eight-eyed Terratorn tie.
+1 inland, +1 volition. Octuple vision, cryptid's protection.
Volition's good.
Yeah.
No downsides.
A slender bolo tie held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away.
That will replace our rhetoric. Can we see it on our... No, we can't see it. Or if we can, it's very small. Because you can see the accessories when they're on, like the this over the jacket.
Yeah.
You see it right there.
But right now the coat is covering it right in the middle.
No, it's right here. This
there.
little thing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. What did that do to our rhetoric?
6.
We're fine.
You can still argue.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He
like
says
his
with a
voice.
friendly nod.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And
And one of them was empty.
completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide.
Nothing in the trap. No locusts. No phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Thanks, rhetoric.
Of course, more clever.
Wow.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Thanks, suggestion.
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Gary, shut the fuck up.
Where is he?
God.
I don't even know. Can't even tell where he's standing. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid.
It's not very scientific to reason backward from a conclusion you want to be true.
I don't know. I'm not persuaded.
Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
The cryptozoologist's face flushes with indignation.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be?
He turns to you.
Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Uh-huh.
That counts for a lot.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window impatiently.
Medium 11, huh? Damn.
Insulted Morel?
Well, hold on a second before we throw this one out. I was kind of hoping for a fail on that, to be honest, because this is a check where the fail would definitely be more interesting. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Quirks, he calls them.
Quirks?
Quirks.
You know. Hey, Reggie, you ever hang out with any people that have quirks?
Just, you know.
You ever meet any people with quirks?
You learn to live with it.
I've worked with a few people that have some quirks.
Yeah.
Quirky people. I've worked with some quirky people, and you're like,
oh, okay.
I didn't. You know, the quirks came out when we went out for a drink after work.
Oh, so
like,
it came from deep inside the soul.
Oh, yeah, a couple beverages.
It was, inhibitions out the window.
A couple beverages in, and out came the quirks. My Hero Academia style. It was quite interesting.
You thought they didn't have any quirks, but turns out.
Yeah. Hey, one of the bosses that you had that we worked with, super quirky guy.
Very quirky.
Real quirks. You know the one.
Thanks.
The man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more. Where is he?
Somewhere down here. Develop an alternative theory about the missing locusts.
Snake Eyes.
Consider the way the empty trap
Almost.
was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap.
Oh, god damn it. The chillins.
You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
It's a child.
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
The idea that Kuno would have made it anywhere away from the fucking scene of the crime is fascinating in and of itself, though. But that means he got way too close to that village, and he almost corrupted those other kids. And that's not a good sign.
That's terrible.
I don't like that. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
I guess we really,
Delinquents. My favorite.
we really do need that youth center supermarket church to be
You
built.
gotta save those kids.
Yo.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play Suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
Oh, what a great game. I'm sure he's a huge fan.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Tell him off.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play Suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morale, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
All right. There he is.
Yo, get up in his face.
That portrait and that actual model look very different, yeah. Huh.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Like, doesn't that look like he has a receding hairline and gray hair?
Yeah.
And here he looks young and has, like, very young hair. That
Absolutely.
looks... That's weird. Okay.
I mean, officers.
Oh, you can't hurt him?
Nothing new.
Oh,
We got what we needed from him.
Oh,
No. I helped Morel.
What does he do then? This feels like a good opportunity
Oh?
to dominate him.
Oh,
seems new. What do you do?
because we
then?
failed the check last time, I guess, but now we've succeeded.
Oh, holy moly.
So we literally just didn't get the opportunity after.
So when you talk to people later in the game,
you get a
more
chance
choices.
to re-roll it.
So you need to re-observe every
This game is
option.
insane. This game is insane.
That is great.
You actually have a chance at re-rolling conversation fails. There's too much.
I'm loving it.
Wow.
I'm loving it.
Well, here's what you wanted, and then what I wanted.
Yeah.
What do you do then, if not cryptozoology?
Oh, this and that.
Sounds intriguing.
Sounds shady as...
As long as the making ends meet and advancing your career objectives.
Officer, I would never. I just didn't want to bore you with unnecessary detail.
Of course.
I work as a special courier. You know, urgent deliveries, overnight deliveries, deliveries to out-of-the-way locations.
So you deliver things. What kinds of things?
What kinds of things?
Oh, I don't know the contents, officer. Part of my job is discretion.
He's trying too hard to seem untroubled by your question. The rigidity in his posture gives him away.
Do you deliver drugs?
Do you deliver guns?
Do you deliver letters to the secret mistresses of corporate and government officials?
Oh.
No. That's far too dangerous. Besides, dealing drugs isn't for people like me and you, officer. No, nothing like that. I leave that to companies with hundreds of years of tradition in arms manufacturing. No need for an amateur like me cutting in. What do I look like? A pansy? Besides, that kind of cavorting goes against the community values that would strengthen our city.
Would you describe them as core values?
You're a simple cop asking a simple question. He can't beat around the bush much longer.
Come on. You've already behaved suspiciously with the trash container business. Stop evading the question.
Okay, fine. You got me. I'm a special topping pie delivery courier.
What?
You heard me. I deliver topping pies. It's temporary. I'm looking for another job. Not many jobs for good men out there these days.
You said you deliver special topping pies. What makes these topping pies so special?
They're wheat-free and vegan and huge.
He pauses.
He's thinking of a way to gain some advantage from his embarrassing situation.
That's basically it. I'm a pie delivery man. How about we change the subject?
I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied? Because I am.
Oh, no, insurance failed.
Glorious master race. Pie top deliveryman. Alright.
Wish we could have broken him more.
It feels
one.
It feels as if we just didn't roll it. We were on the right path. But we just didn't roll it.
And if you buff endurance, would it help for the next roll, or is that like unsalvageable?
I imagine once it's done, it's done.
Okay.
Like, but then again, I don't know, because it would have said failure last time, but it didn't pop up at all, right? So,
No.
What does he do then?
Oh, this and that, officer. I work as a special...
He's trying too hard to seem untroubled.
Okay, you heard me. They're wheat-free.
He's thinking of a way to gain some advantage.
That's basically it.
I'm satisfied. Are you
And
satisfied?
it's still okay.
Wow. So someone's been a little boring.
what?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
The brown?
I like brown.
I like standards.
Look, I'm just trying to do my job. No need for extravagance.
What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
Kim, am I boring?
Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you
Fuck
about
off.
it. No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal.
What's wrong with brown?
Of course you do. And maybe some black shoes or a pristine white shirt to go with that. It's official. My lord's Copo type is regular.
Oh my god.
I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, this will be my couple type now?
Why not? Send out the telefax then. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, no need. Let's keep that announcement on standby for now.
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
Ah, yes, the brown cast.
Oh,
You sure about that one there, drama?
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
how normal are we? Look at us. -2 in the Empire. Nothing funky. An hour, 20 minutes. Okay, so it looks like you've got a bit of the normal in you. A touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Carp. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all carps. You said some pretty boring things back there, and now you have 2 choices. You can either leave it behind and forget about it, or you can try to utilize your normalcy, internalize it, get a touch of vanilla back into the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream of your mind.
Wow. I wonder what that results in. So yeah, one too many. We got we're at 4. We're at 4 on the boring cop scale, and drama is popping off.
You look like a futuristic detective with a sword and armor parts and a nice hat.
It's like the lowest fucking number ever, and it's just like boom. Wow. Ridiculous.
Oh my god.
All right. Speaking of which, it is 4 o'clock.
We talking the guard?
Well, the lights aren't on, but this would be it, wouldn't it?
Hey, was there something you needed?
Guard, I need to sing. No, not yet.
Do we have to refresh the whirling?
It's later someone led you astray.
Well, let's see if everyone's lying. And if everyone's lying, then go beat yourselves up. Go fight it out and leave me out of it.
I thought it was like late in the evening when the...
Oh, dude, some people say 4, some people say Cosm.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, let's go to the church.
Okay. Do we have to run back to Everard and tell them about our conversation with Joyce? I certainly hope not. Getting a little tired of the ping pong.
Oh, Kuno. Yeah, we have something to ask him.
We do have something to ask Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts, would you?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
He does.
Not bad.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What's this about?
Hold on, no one's lame here. Just tell me what happened.
You kids are in trouble.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
She ain't wrong.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Oh boy. Sound of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange.
I mean, listen. Even a broken clock twice a day.
Yep. You gotta.
Crawling locusts.
Oh, what an idiot.
Magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of
let them
locusts
go.
fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for
Oh,
windows.
God.
What an
Like
idiot.